Hi everyone, Fabie here with Blush and Ivy Design. And today I am going to be working on this box here. You can see it kind of here. It's going to be a gift, kind of like just somewhere where you can, it's like a keepsake, you can put like pictures and stuff like that. So what I'm going to be using is I'm going to be using this Burgundy Rose transfer today, and I'm also going to be making a mold using this Etruscan Rose mold. And so I'm really quickly going to show you guys how I make the molds. I use the amazing cast and resin. It works really well. It's super easy to use. There's different ones, but this one just it cures really quickly, which is why I like it. It takes maybe about 5 to 8 minutes, I would say. So what you do is you just take, it comes with these little measuring cups, and then it has like these little stir sticks that come with it. So basically what you do is you're just going to measure equal amounts of side A and side B. So I'm going to take side A, and I am going to measure 10. So there's that one, which I think that's too much. And then we're going to take side B now, and I am going to add that to the other little cup. Didn't open this one. So happy Friday, everyone. I hope everyone is having a great day. Okay, so I'm going to add, we're going to go to 10 on this one as well. And then I like to buy, you can use any container, but I like to buy these little clear containers from the dollar store. It comes with like a bunch, they're like little shot glasses. They're disposable, but they're like the perfect size to mix these. And you're just going to go ahead, oops, wrong one. I guess it doesn't matter, but I like to pour side in first. Make sure you get all of that in there, and then pour side B in. And then you're going to take your stir stick, and you're going to and you're just going to stir it until it's clear. So you want to make sure that you stir it very, very well. It's a really easy process. I know it can seem a little intimidating, but trust me, it's really, really easy. And I was just stirring too quickly there, and I had a little spill. So anyway, then you just go ahead and just pour the resin right into your mold. And this is actually a really large flower, so I actually didn't mix enough, see? So there you go. See how easily I thought I mixed too much, but I didn't mix enough. So let's try that again. I'm gonna move fast here because I don't want that to start hardening, then I'm gonna have to do it again. Okay, so mixing these again. Super quick here. Just want to get all of that mixed in, mix until it's nice and clear. I also use these other little white containers that they sell at the Dollar Tree. They're a little larger than these shot glasses, and those work really well also. So anyway, get that filled in, and that's nice and filled in there. So. And the nice part about this is that you can actually spread the resin a little bit, like to get it in all the little sections. And I don't want this super like filled to the very, very top, because I don't want it to be super thick, and then plus you don't want it to overflow, because then it gets really, really messy. So we're gonna let that cure for a little bit. Let me move, I have a little, and you can kind of see when it's not like covered. When the whole mold isn't covered, so you kind of want to make sure that you don't have any like missing parts, and I just kind of like use the same little stir stick to kind of push it around. So we're going to move all of this out of the way, and we're going to start working on the transfer portion of it. So while that cures, which like I said, it takes about 10 minutes or so, I want to say. This is a pretty large one, so But there's also other resin that takes longer to cure. The one that's clear, I believe. This one dries white, so it cures much faster. So I'm gonna kind of push this out of the way a little bit. Bear with me while I move it. We're gonna do a little trade. I'm gonna remove this because I don't want this to get on the box. Okay, 1 second. So I'm gonna just push that to the side. All right, and so here's the box that I worked on. I painted it in this like super fun metallic, and so first I painted it like a blushy color, and then I did this metallic all over it, and I also painted the inside of it, and I'll be adding stencils to the top and the sides and the inside of this box here. And like I mentioned earlier, it's a really cool like gift for somebody. It's something different. They can store their stuff in here. This started off as like it's just a wooden box, so you can see. Just a wooden box from Etsy. And I'll be using this transfer. Okay, so so the transfer comes like this, and it has like all of these really, really pretty like blushy flowers, and like the purple, and just like these really pretty teal ones also. So let me open it up so you can see it. Look at how pretty that is. I always say it's my favorite, but I love all the Prima transfers, so they're all pretty much my favorite. But I just love this one, all the details in them. And so today I'll probably end up using more of like the pink ones, like these ones, for instance, as opposed to the one that's like more of like the greenish colored ones. So let's start with, and I didn't plan this out, so we're gonna do this together. Just gonna kind of go with the flow here. I really love that the transfers now have like this grid on them. It's really, really helpful. So I'm gonna start with this flower over here, these two flowers here. And I'm just gonna cut out the section that I want, which is this one. And let's see here. So I'm thinking of putting the mold here once it's done. So I kind of, I'm still gonna place these, I'm gonna place these flowers here, and then I'll put the mold on top of here, kind of to like incorporate everything. So I'm just gonna remove the white backing from the clear transfer part and just place it where I want the transfer to go, which is right there. I just love how this metallic paint like really pops with the transfer. Then I'm going to take my little wooden stick that comes with the transfer and just start rubbing back and forth. I like to start from the top, kind of peel a little bit as I go, just to make sure that everything is doing what it needs to do. And just take my time, just go slow, take your time. You don't want to be too aggressive or you accidentally bend the clear, this clear part, because you can ruin the transfer. So just take your time, nice and slow, but pressing firmly as you're rubbing. And this is actually the first time I've done a transfer over metallic paint, and it's working, it's transferring perfectly fine, so that's good. Okay, so. Does anybody have any plans for this weekend? We're kind of limited on what we can do nowadays. I've been looking online at a lot of like drive-through type of activities to do with my children. I'm in California, so it's been a little tough for the kiddos just staying indoors and not really being able to go anywhere. But anyway, they have like a lot of like drive-through light shows and stuff, which I think are really fun. I think they're gonna enjoy it. We'll probably end up doing something like that this weekend. But as you can see, you just go nice and slow, and then now the transfer's starting to transfer. And like I mentioned, this is going to be a gift for somebody. I think it would be a perfect place to like store your photos or, you know, just special things that you have that are special to you. Just, you know, having a nice pretty box to put it in, I think it'll be really sweet. So this is a great way to gift somebody something that's going to be custom just to them, and you know that no one else is going to have anything like that. Get this all on here. When I painted this box, it was raw wood, so it had not been sealed or anything like that. So I'm just doing the transfer right now. I did seal it first, like with polyurethane, with like primer, and then I painted it, and then I did the metallic. But I'm noticing that it still feels a little rough. So I'm thinking that that's maybe affecting the transfer a little bit, but it's still coming off easily. I think it's gonna look fabulous. So I'm gonna try to get this on here as quickly as possible. This is a big portion. It's a big piece, a big floral piece. Alright, we're almost done here. And so once I'm done adding all the transfers, I will seal them with polyurethane to make sure that they're protected and they don't, you know, get damaged over time. So you just want to make sure that you are sealing your transfers when you apply them to, you know, whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, and there's the last piece. Okay, so that's what that looks like. The mold is almost fully cured. Let me pick it up so you can see kind of what's happening here with this. So you can see it's turning, it's turning white, and so yeah, it's that means it's hardening. So we still have a little section here where it's not fully hardened, so we're gonna give it a few more minutes. And what's really cool about these two is that they're, you know, when they're first done getting like hardened, they're like pliable. So if you wanted to put it like on the edge, you could. And you can actually warm them up after also, like with the heater, or like with the blow dryer or something, or not your heat gun, maybe if you do it on low, but definitely your blow dryer. Okay, so that's on there. Mold will go here, and then now let's add a little section here to balance it out. And I'm thinking this little section here. I'm gonna cut this out. And again, we're just gonna go ahead and just add the transfer kind of where we want it to go, and that looks pretty. So we're gonna push it down a little bit and then start the same process over. And get this on here. And again, you want to make sure that you are fully transferring the transfer onto the surface before you start peeling and pulling away at it. You don't want to rip the transfer. Should that happen though, you could try to repair it with the piece that you accidentally ripped off, or you can find matching paint and just kind of fill it in with a small, teeny little like paintbrush, and that'll help with the, you know, if you rip it. Hopefully not too badly. But accidents do happen sometimes. That's why I say just take your time and go slow, and just to make sure that it just fully transfers correctly. And this is cute because it's just like a small little section here, but it's going to balance everything out, and it's going to look really pretty once it's all on here. Done here with this top section, and the mold is still doing its thing, so we're going to give it a few more minutes, and then in the meantime I'm going to go ahead and work on the sides. I definitely want to have the entire box decorated with this transfer. It's not a very big box, but it has a lot of room. Specifically like to add this transfer on there and make it something super special. So here we go. Here's the end of this one. And there we go. So that looks really pretty. Again, the mold will go here. And this is what it looks like now. Let's see what we can. It's still a little bit too soft, so we're gonna wait a few more minutes. Well, let's see. Maybe we can get it out. Not up here. I'm gonna give this section a little bit more time. All right, so I think for now this looks good. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the front. This is the front of the box. And so let's see, what can we add to this? Maybe this section. This looks pretty. And so, yeah, this works here. So what I'm just doing, since it's off the grid a little, I'm just kind of marking it to make a little crease here so I know where to cut. So that I have the exact section. Well, let me see. I don't know that I want to use that. Maybe I want to do a different section. Maybe I'll do that on the sides instead. I kind of like these ones. Maybe I can get them to wrap around a little bit. I think we're going to do these flowers here. And then I'll just kind of get that, these leaves to wrap around the side of the box. And I think that'll be nice. So I'll just cut this out. And then we're gonna just kind of see where to place it. Let's see. Let's go here. Bear with me a moment. I need to look at it. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna kind of place it this way and then just kind of have the flower wrap around, or the leaves. Here, I'll show you. You kind of lift it this way, so it kind of wraps around on this side. Okay. Okay, just gonna place it here. I'm gonna wrap this part around the side here. Smooth it down a bit. And then we're going to start the same process. On this one, I'm going to start from the bottom just because I did do like the whole wraparound. So it'll be easier for me to come this way. Actually, I'll turn it around. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I really like the way this transfer looks against this metallic paint. It's really fun. Gives it a little bit more of like a glam look. As you can see, it's super easy to transfer these transfers. They just transfer with ease. It's very, very easy to use this product. Okay. And if you've never tried, I get a lot of questions throughout the week, you know, people asking like how to add the transfers and is it hard, and I get a lot of comments like people feel a little intimidated by doing transfers because they don't want to mess it up. You know, the same, I'll tell you what I tell everyone else. I always just say, take your time and don't rush. Just like with anything new that you're just starting to do, it can be a little scary, but I promise you it's so easy that once you start doing transfers, you'll never stop because they're addicting. It's like a tattoo. You get one tattoo and then you want more and more and more. So it's like a tattoo for furniture. They're super fun. So we're almost done transferring this flower here to the front. And then we're gonna move on to the side really quickly. And I do wanna unmold the mold so you guys can see what it looks like. So that should be done here pretty soon. Here we go. And again, if you have any questions, you can always message me. You can find me on all social sites at Blush and Ivy Design. And I'm always willing to lend a helping hand and walk you through something if maybe you're having a hard time, you can definitely reach out to me. You always want to make sure that you don't have like any bubbles. It's always very important that you prep your piece correctly to eliminate that, because if you don't prep your piece properly, you could get bubbles. It doesn't happen often, but it, you know, that could happen. So it's just like, you know, when you're painting furniture, you know, you want to make sure that you do all the proper prep work first. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the side, just these leaves here, and we will be done. And then I'll unmold that mold so you can see what it looks like. I definitely wanted to try to finish this before my live is over, so if I don't finish this in time, I will definitely be posting a picture of this very soon on my profile, again at Blush and Ivy Design, and you can take a look at what the finished product will look like. So let's see. And again, you can find all of these products on the Redesign Prima webpage. You can go there and find a local retailer close to you. Okay, so now that's on there, and so here's what it looks like. That came out really pretty, and that's the top. And so let me show you what this mold looks like. It's done now, so we're gonna unmold it, and let me show you what it looks like. Take this apart. Okay, I'm unmolding it right now, finish. Okay. Let me unmold. I'm unmolding this flower really quickly, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. I am having a little bit of a hard time because I don't think I mixed it, since I didn't mix enough and I was rushing. I didn't mix the top portion enough, and I think that's why I'm having a little bit of a hard time, but there, I got it off. And so I will paint this, and then I'm going to add this here. And I'll paint it, I don't know yet what color I'm going to do it, but maybe the same color as the box. I don't know, maybe I'll pull this color in here, and then so then I'll do that, and then maybe add a couple more smaller molds here, maybe one here, to kind of complete this look. But yeah, super fun way to dress up this super cute, just like it's literally was just a regular wooden box, and now it's like super fancy, looks cute, and yeah. So anyway, I will finish this up, and then I will post it to my page if you guys want to follow up over at Blush and Ivy Design to see what it looks like once it's all done. This transfer works really, really well with all sorts of colors. I've actually used this transfer before on a teal piece, and it looks gorgeous. You can either find that on my page, or actually today Country Chic Paint featured it on their page. So if you want to go take a look at that dresser with this transfer on it, it's there also, or like I said, on my page. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today, and I will see you guys next week on Friday at the same time. I hope you guys all have a great weekend.